Hey, what is up guys, it's Trexaphon, and today, I'll be giving you my tips on how you can get out of the iron bracket really quickly. I played a few games with my friend in the iron bracket, and I feel like I have gotten a good grasp of what mistakes they make the most. The most important thing that I want to address is crosshair placement. Generally, the rule is that you should have your crosshair at head level at all times so that you do not have to adjust your crosshair on both the X and Y axis when shooting an enemy that suddenly comes out. What I noticed most from iron players was that their crosshair was always very low, where most would be aiming at the floor, and when the enemy does actually come out, they are startled and are not able to shoot them back in time. Keep your crosshair at head level at all times and adjust it accordingly as you move through the map. It isn't a hard habit to master, but makes a world's difference in your shooting mechanics. The second thing I want to address is passiveness. When I played on a smurf account in the iron bracket, I was surprised on how much everyone was walking throughout the whole game. Generally, there is no point in walking if the enemy already saw you in that area. I was surprised to see some iron players walking the whole way to a site even if the enemy already saw them. If anything, this gives the enemy the opportunity to properly set up and be ready for you to slowly come out. The third thing is shooting mechanics. Most iron players that I've seen play do not know the shooting mechanics of the game. Sure, one could argue that counter-strafing and precise gunplay is not as accurate as other games such as Counter-Strike, but there is still a certain discipline to it. Most iron players try to run and gun in a Call of Duty style, not knowing that the bullets spread more and more according to how much you move and spray. My suggestion would be to practice shooting the bots in the range and turn on the movement error and firing error in the crosshair settings. This should give you guys an idea on how much movement and recoil can affect your gun's accuracy, where the crosshair spread shows you where your bullets can actually go. I'll talk more about counter-strafing in another video. The fourth thing that I want to tell you guys about not only applies to the iron bracket, but even all the way up to players in the immortal rank. I was surprised to know that even some immortal players didn't know that the white circle that shows around your player icon in the minimap actually indicates that you are making sounds around the map, and that you can be heard by players within this specific radius. So for example, if you start running, you can be heard by anyone within this radius in the map. This also applies to reloading and using certain abilities. The last tip that I'd give is to actually use a headset or earphones. I wasn't surprised to learn that a good number of iron players are playing on desktop speakers or built-in laptop speakers, because I can just run up behind them and they wouldn't even turn to my direction. You can even hear the sounds coming from the speakers of these players when they use their microphone in-game. Please use headphones or earphones, come on, it's 2021. Everyone needs a pair. It makes such a big difference in your gameplay, where you can actually tell where they are coming from based on sound alone. All in all, there are so many other mistakes that I feel iron players make, but these 5 tips that I just mentioned can greatly help you rank up from the iron bracket. Applying these tips to your game will separate you from a good number of iron players, and ultimately help you get out of this elo. Leave a like and subscribe for more content like this, and comment down below for suggestions that you might have, or questions that were not answered in the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.